Hi, welcome back to my surprise kitchen. Earlier this week, I made meatloaf from a late 1940s to early 50s Better Homes and Garden cookbook. The cookbook is well used. It does have masking tape on the spine. The pages are thin and frail. It's all written in. It has added cutout recipes from magazines. So this cookbook does have sentimental value to me. This was my husband's grandmother's cookbook. Her name was Norma Dickey, and the family decided to give me this cookbook. So I made the recipe called Everyday Meatloaf. It does have handwritten ingredients in it that were added, but I did not follow that recipe because it does not have the measurements, and we just don't believe that that is her original handwriting. So I just followed the original recipe from the cookbook. It does have a special ingredient that I have not found in my other Better Homes and Gardens cookbooks. It does call for nutmeg in this recipe. So I think it made it very different. It was very tasty, very, very flavorful, and I highly recommend if you don't have a meatloaf recipe to try this one because it is very good. So watch me make the Everyday Meatloaf from a late 1940s, early 1950s Better Homes and Garden cookbook. This is the meat mixture I followed, and this is the sauce I followed. Begin by grating 1/4 cup of onion. In a large mixing bowl, add 1 cup of milk. Next, add 2/3 cup of breadcrumbs. Give it a good stir so that the breadcrumbs soak up the milk and set aside. In a separate bowl, beat 2 eggs thoroughly. Next, add your beaten eggs to your mixture and give it a good stir. You will add your 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Add your 1/4 cup grated onion, your 1/2 teaspoon of sage, your 1 teaspoon of salt, and now add a dash of pepper. Give it a good stir until the mixture is well combined. Next, I added my meat mixture to my muffin pan. You can use a loaf pan. I choose just to use an individual servings of a muffin pan. Let's make the piquant sauce. In a small bowl, add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of ketchup, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of dry mustard. Give it a good stir. I covered the meatloaf with the piquant sauce evenly. Bake in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. I served my meatloaf with mashed potatoes and buttered corn. I really hope you enjoy the recipe. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you back in my surprise kitchen.